Hey guys, good morning. It's Cali. I thought I'd give you a change of scenery today. I'm actually in Tom's studio right now, and he is not here, but he did give me permission to show this. So I thought I'd just give you a quick tour of where I spend at least half of my time. And I'm actually sitting in my wheelchair at the front entrance, and I'm going to take you around. So to my right here is just like a coat closet and some knickknacks. There's my crutches, and I'll take you to the side. It's just a front entrance where you sit, and this is his workshop area, where people would come in the front door and bring their amps or guitars and things like that for repair. So come on in. And a lot of the stuff you might see on the walls are things we've gotten at the auction. Here is just a wall of old amps and subwoofers and parts and things like that. Again, I told you Tom likes, electrical voltage meters and things, so little prayer flags. Create something every day. Let life be imperfect. Be kind. Use your imagination. Have a grateful heart. Be yourself. Dream big. You can see we have a lot of things in common. Some Pink Floyd. A little Shakedown Street. And Grateful Dead. He's got some old radios. An old scale. More voltage meters. Cameras. These are all things from the auction. There's a guitar that's not from the auction. Here's an old, I think it's called a voltage regulator or voltometer. He restores this stuff. So this is the general shop. Here's a bigger picture of the actual workshop area, and there's just storage and Little Rascals, more old radios, menorah, little tribute to Woodstock. It is the anniversary weekend this weekend of Woodstock. That's a famous Woodstock picture. And I think I told you guys I live right down the road from the actual anniversary site in Bethel, New York, and I used to live directly across the street. Here's some Rocky Horror buttons, as well as other rock and roll buttons. Tom is a huge Rocky Horror fan, as I am. And let's see, we got the Beatles, and just, rock and roll. Jimi Hendrix, lots more Woodstock stuff. There's some musical notes, a Seder dish, old cars. Another guitar. There's guitars all over the place here. Car parts. And not car parts. Haha, guitar parts. Hello. Tom was Blues Dog. I told you he's a musician. He plays guitar and bass and the drums. Here's just little crystals and stuff. It's almost time for me to go to the doctor. Getting some lab work done. This is his door, and then I'll show you in there too. But here's his workbench. And I'm not gonna get too close. There's things that are personal there, but I don't know. There's a picture of me. Hello, there I am. Yeah, little Spinal Tap. Yeah, so this is his workbench, and when I'm spending time here, the computer that I use is normally this one right here. And again, it's like a dream for me to see this workbench. And there's some Stevie Ray Vaughan. And yeah, there's lots of things. This is the other side, and here's his other workbench. And yeah, he's busy. There's lots of stuff to repair here and things. And This is the other side. And he's got lots of stuff hanging from the ceiling, mobiles and different tchotchkes and stuff like that. So we're looking at the door that I just took you from. So now I'm going to swing around and I'll take you into the, there's just more storage, the space where we hang out. This is not his house, but this is where we spend a lot of our time. There is my grandson Carter on the door. There's a mason jar lid magnet I made with some homemade alcohol ink. And an air plant, which I don't know how he kept his alive because mine died. So now this is just a door here, and I'm going to take you from the left and around. There's my baby, back when he used to smoke cigarettes, and he doesn't anymore. Thank God. He hasn't smoked in like 15 years, but when I met him 22 years ago, that's pretty much what he looked like. So this is the back of his door. Again, lots of rock and roll. This is a really cool dartboard that I got him for Christmas last year, or solstice. So that's on the back of the door. Yeah. Lots of, everybody needs Kiss Pez dispensers. And this is just CDs. Lots of CDs and DVDs, and that's his son. I don't want to get too personal here. Let's see. Lots of prayer flags. A picture of me again. Yours truly. There he is in the middle, and I think the guy on the left is a member of Spyro Gyra. Do you guys remember that? Yeah, Tom was actually a professional musician and played for money. So, okay, this is a lot of the recording stuff, and I have no idea what these things are. But I'm going to show you. Oh, here's his, like, pedals for his guitar. And lots more amps. And more cool stuff. That's a cool picture, isn't it? That's a peace goddess. More Beatles. A giant rain stick. These boards are mixing boards for recording, and he's got a lot of them. So I don't know what they do. He does. And that's all that matters. That's all that needs to be done. There's a Led Zeppelin ticket. And Wavy Gravy. And that's Nick on an electric bike he made. Okay, so just more of this stuff. Interspersed with cool head massagers, and that's cool. That's an ocarina. I don't know. There's a dream catcher I made. More Woodstock anniversary. Yeah. So, and then there's a keyboard, and I'm backing up, obviously. Whoa. There's where he sits, some books, and the thing that I just bumped into is a an inversion machine that you could strap yourself into and hang upside down on. Let's see. Yeah, and it cracks your back. So, let's see. I'll take you around. This is a doorway to just a little kitchenette that we use when we're over here. Lots of copies of tarot cards on the wall. Here's a copy of my baby and I. That's a pretty recent shot. That was actually taken on the Woodstock field. Okay, so little kitchenette area. There's a shower. And yeah, just a basic little, when we need to make coffee or heat something up in the microwave, we could do it. There's some mugs and more cool stuff on the wall, including Bunny Rate, a lot of R. Crumb, more tarot cards. Here's a bathroom with more stuff all over the walls. Grateful Dead and Love You to the Moon and Back. Just lots of, we have the same taste in music and art. And there's some Rocky Horror Lips again, more Grateful Dead, the Rolling Stones. Maybe I will show you what's on the wall in here. Let's see. This is the, oh, there's Janice. And another Woodstock poster. And he actually has a Woodstock ticket. Hang on, sorry for the ride, you guys, but there you go. That is a original ticket for Saturday the 16th. And at that point, it was a free concert, so tickets weren't needed anymore. But, okay, hang on, I'll swing you around. There's my palm so you don't get sick. And then in this bathroom, we just have the instructions for life. Which are great, you know? And just more cool artwork. Here is the Woodstock Monument. Are you sensing a theme here? I actually know the artist who did that. This is just a shower, but namaste. And then la 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 la. There is the purple seashell frame that I did a fantasy tutorial on. And then peace. And his iron. And just a little shelf. Some incense and stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to put my hand over again and back you guys out of here. And then we're going to come back into the recording space. And then I'll show you on this side. There is a bed in case we get tired and need to rest. Here is, gee, more Woodstock stuff. This Grateful Dead picture, I actually have the original in my house, and I know the artist, Mike Dubois, who has a studio up in Woodstock, New York. And this is just over the bed. I'm gonna back up and I'll take you around this way. So this is where I hang out a lot of the time and chill and relax while he's working, and we watch movies and more tarot. George Carlin, more Beatles, daily tarot draw, the Lovers. There's a camera. There's a little fridge, extra lava lamp. Everybody needs one. More prayer flags, various magnets on the door. Hippies always welcome. Woodstock and Led Zeppelin and Kiss and Jimmy and all kinds of stuff. Just random cool stuff. This is a bookshelf, and he's got such interesting books, as there's a lot of music books, but here's one, The Gas We Pass, or how about All My Friends Are Dead, which is actually a really, really super cute book. Both of them are really super cute. So just cool random stuff. We're both big George Carlin fans. Lots of song books and vinyl, and more vinyl, and more vinyl. And I had gotten these cool metal lunch boxes years ago, and they fit in nice with Ganesh, and a little singing bowl, another Ganesh, and illuminations from the Bhagavad Gita. Very cool little book. So that's that bookshelf, and then there's a little funky chair. We're almost done, guys. Here is just a little table, dresser slash table with George Cocker. Again, Janice. I don't know, you could, sorry about the glare. The High Priestess, one of my favorite cards. And also the Queen of Pentacles, which is my significator. That's what I am represented by. Yeah, so lots of rock and roll. The band, one of my all-time favorite bands. More peace flags and peace signs. Oh, Pink Floyd. Oh, more Pink Floyd. There's one of those lightning lamps, and this is a salt lamp right there. This is an old aquarium that apparently he had when Nick was a baby, and look, all the fish are glomming up on the bottom. There's another cool like lightning lamp in a bottle. Let's see. This is Tom's drum kit, which my grandson makes a beeline for every time he's over here. This rug on the back wall is a prayer rug that my son-in-law, who was a Marine at the time, got me from Iran, and I thought it was pretty cool that I got a peace rug in the middle of the war, and so that's hanging on the wall here now. But Richie Havens and, oh my God, Pete Seeger and Bob Dylan and more Woodstock. Dream catchers and this cool lollipop looking lamp we got at the auction, as well as, check this out, it's a footstool, 2 feet with a piece of wood. I think it's great. And there's my baby again, Blues Dog. He played at some club in Manhattan. Yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of, you know, I'm always talking about, oh, you know what? One of the last things I want to show you. This jar, this dream jar, I had bought for Tom 23 years ago when we first started dating. And we had gone our separate ways. And when we reunited 2 years ago, the first time that I saw his place, he showed me this jar, and he still had it. And I just knew then, you know, even that we're just meant to be. And so that dream jar holds a lot of meaning to both of us. So believe in your dreams, because they can come true. And some Galileo thermometers, which I love these. I have a couple myself. And this is an original picture that my friend Michael Stewart took of the Woodstock Monument on the field before they built the huge Bethel Woods Music Center that is there now. I'll pull back and give you a shot of all the stuff he's got hanging on the ceiling, but Gracie Slick and Jerry Garcia, another salt lamp. He has a lot of Judaica. He's very proud of his Jewish heritage. His, yeah. So this is pretty much it, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this tour. And there's a Hamsa hand, and here's one of his guitars, and his bass guitar, and couple of school books. Nick is homeschooled by Tom and his ex-wife, which is pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to pull you around and try to give you a glimpse of stuff that's on the ceiling. I don't know. Oh, there's a hamster hand. That's for you, Secret. And some lanterns and an ohm and more dream catchers. This dream catcher was actually made for, I had got it made for Tom by my friend Joe, who is an amazing Native American artist. I'm having a hard time. It's really big, so you're not getting the big perspective here, but that's gorgeous. So anyway, I thank you guys for joining me here, and I hope you enjoyed just getting a little glimpse into another part of my life. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Take care. Bye-bye.